Southwest outfit. Amotekun detains many cows after Ondo governor signed anti-open grazing law. The Ondo State chapter of the Southwest security outfit, codenamed Amotekun Corps, has arrested many cows within Akure metropolis for flouting the state anti-grazing law. Sahara reporters gathered that arrest caused a heavy vehicular traffic along the Arakale-Nepa road in the state capital on Tuesday evening as Amotekun operatives conveyed the seized cows to their headquarters in Alagbaka. The seizure of the cows came a few hours after Governor Rotimi AKEREDOLU signed the anti-open grazing bill into law. AKEREDOLU had signed the bill on Tuesday after it had been earlier passed by the State House of Assembly. The governor said the move was in line with the resolution of the southern governors that all states in the region should make a law prohibiting open grazing before September 1st. AKEREDOLU said the law is a welcome development that will prevent needless instances of skirmishes on the people of the state. The move is in line with the resolution of the Southern Governors Forum at its last meeting in Lagos, where September 1st was set as the deadline for governors in southern Nigeria to sign the anti-open grazing bill into law. The governor said in a statement, "This is worthwhile and a very laudable development aimed at stemming needless instances of skirmishes, conflicts, as well as infractions on the enviably peaceful disposition of the good people of Ondo State. It is very pertinent to aver and indeed reiterate that the law shall rather engender a more cordial, mutually benefiting relationship amongst residents of the state irrespective of ethnicity, religion, or creed. For emphasis, no particular group of persons is the target. While it is the hope of the government that all residents would take an ample advantage of this law to enhance our socio-economic well-being in Ondo State, compliance of the same shall be given the utmost attention. Government shall pursue with vigor through lawful means to ensure strict compliance. In this regard, details of the new law shall be made available to the public for proper information, more depth of understanding on contents, as well as other relevant areas." In May, the governors of the southern region, in a meeting in Asaba Delta State Capital, resolved to ban open grazing and the movement of cattle by foot. The decision of the governors stirred mixed reactions as some Nigerians commended them for the initiative, while some disagreed, including Abubakar Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF. I'm actually pretty impressed, being very serious, because obviously, when these things start, and in May, yes, the first meeting was in May, so of course from May, June, July, August, September, it's a huge gap. So of course, I didn't really see, okay, if this would actually be put into fruition, like would actually have an effect. I did not even expect that at all. So good luck to this man. I mean, I think AKEREDOLU was sort of the forerunner for this, where I guess articles try to put him in trouble, saying he's daring Buhari by sort of pushing this, and of course he still pushes, especially when the president was trying to bring up the grazing routes across the country, and of course AKEREDOLU was properly just like we're still going with this, to be honest. And then what also even questioned if this was actually going to fruition was because Hope Uzodinma did not sign. He didn't sign. So I was like, whoa, this is a big deal. And I guess some of them, some of the members of the Southern Governors Forum found it as an insult, because I don't even think he attended any of the meetings, and then he didn't sign, before the deadline. So of course that was not a good look. But at the end of the day, it's been signed. Let's see what happens, to be honest. I mean, they have said that they are going to enforce strict laws in terms of, trying to make sure that it will be followed. And you know what? I have faith that this will actually, continue, because it has to. I mean, I don't think they're going to leave it like that and then just ignore. Nah. I don't think that would happen. So yeah, I wish all the governors that have signed, all the states that have signed this, the best. Really and truly, my only hope and my only bet right now is that Governor AKEREDOLU is probably going to be the first governor of his state to properly push this, because he's been very much passionate about this. And Amotekun is being used, is enforced, and I guess everyone is putting everything that they can together. I mean, if the state governments, agencies, if they decide not to show up, at least they have Amotekun to properly ensure that Ondo State is safe. So that's it. Somebody here says Abba Kyari that committed serious crime wasn't extradited, but Kanu was. What a country. Not sure how this is the most relevant, but okay. Someone says detaining the first-class citizens would draw serious attention from the CIC. Wait and see. Listen, understanding the language that she's used in Nigeria's current political atmosphere, when we talk about our first-class citizens, we are talking about the cows. We are talking about the cows, and yeah, they are first-class citizens. So we don't know how they're going to react. But cows have been detained, period, okay? If you do not abide, then the government, they should literally give it out to, the less privileged, so they can go and cook. They can go cook these cows. But the fact is, if they continue with this, I mean, this was a long time, okay? You can't say you never knew about this. You cannot say that you're a herdsman and you never knew about this. So if from May till September, it was a huge gap. You had to have known there's been drama back and forth with this and several meetings. So this was definitely in the news for a very long time. For how many months? 4 months now. So there's no excuse as to why you should not know. So if you are fined, if your cars are detained, well, we move, because you should have known. Somebody here says they should not make the silly mistake to give them back to its wicked owner. I think there has to be some fine if they want to give it back. But they're gonna have to give it back. I mean, what would the government do with the cows? I guess they could, give it to themselves. That would not be fair, to be honest. I mean, that's that person's business. But I think that if they're harsh with it and finding herdsmen, then I guess it would cause outrage, to be honest, because then they have their allies and their trade unions that speak for them. So of course that they would be defended. Absolutely, we're not doubting that. But they just need to learn that in this state specifically, you can't do that, because the anti-grazing law is not in every state. So then as a herdsman, that is your prerogative, and it is you have to know where you're going to do business, and you have to follow the laws that that are bound there. So that's it. It is what it is. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.